Five, four, three, two, one. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. This is your girl Elisha coming to you for another Tuesday Night Live Tips for Tuesday. Thank you for joining us tonight on this wonderful Tuesday. Look at this. We are in the second Tuesday, excuse me. We're in the second Tuesday of March 2025, and your girl is here coming to you with some tips tonight. And it's inspired by my own journey. It is inspired by my own journey, and I am happy to share this information with you. Okay, so tonight's tips are, it reminds me of the Temptation song, actually. The tips for Tuesday tonight is just my imagination. Turning ideas, tips for turning ideas, and these are 5 tips for turning your ideas into reality. Okay. And so, just a quick story here. I was riding home from work today, and I'm thinking, okay, so what are we going to talk about today? And yes, I haven't put together a plan because, I know we say life is life, but today it's life. It's life. So things are happening in life, and so it causes you to lend thought to. So I had several things going on today that I have to lend thought to. Right now I'm in the process of under construction. I'm trying to get my website redesigned and different things like that so it could be information, functional, all the good things. And so, of course, when you're dealing with that, you got to give information on what you want, what it looked like, all that kind of stuff. And then I have some things going on with my car that I had to take care of as well. So it's like, oh, so I got to go over here and get this done and da 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 da. So anyway, so when all of these things are happening, it is just a part of how everyday life. Things are going to happen. And so as I'm driving home, I'm just thinking about, and I'm also listening to some of my old, cause I do voice notes and different things like that. And it inspired me to kind of, tell, kind of tell my story, tell my journey and everything like that. Because I realize that as much as I come here to for Tuesday and I'm Elisha, Kustom Kreation photography and, different things of that nature, I never really tell my story. I never tell how I got here. I never tell what has taken place and all the good things. And as I was listening to some of my voice notes, I was like, you never tell your story really. And so I don't know, today was inspired by kind of telling my story a little bit, okay? Everything like custom creation actually, and that's why it's called Just My Imagination. Just my imagination. Anyway, and I was just thinking about as a child how we used to play make believe. When we used to play, I don't know about you, we used to play house and, Barbies and different things like that. And we would just make believe all of these things are real. And that is the case with custom creations. It was a make believe. It was something, uh, custom creation was just something, it was a part like a hobby. It was just something I'd done. you know I've always taken pictures. I've always did crafts and different things like that. So I kind of made a lot of stuff up, and along the path and different creations I've had, I made it up. I made it up in my mind, and then it just actually formatted in my mind, but it became reality. And it came a reality that you meet people along the way, and guess what? They kind of push you this way and push you that way. And next thing you know, it is actually something real is forming. Okay? Something real is forming. So, custom creation, a figment of my imagination, actually is a live and living thing now. It is actually a business, it is actually a registered business. Okay? So, basically, today we are talking about turning ideas into reality. Tips for Tuesday, just my imagination, turning your ideas into reality. Okay? So, oh man, I just think about it. Every business, passion, or project starts with a thought. Okay? It starts with a thought. And then a spark of imagination. Custom creation was just that. It was just a spark of it was just whatever. It was some stuff that I loved doing and as a it just became real and then it was a hobby and before you know it, people were willing to pay me for it. Okay? So, we're going to give you 5 tips on just taking key tips to help you turn your imagination into reality. Do you have something in your imagination? Or do you have a story of just your imagination? Or this is just make believe and it came true? Okay. Number one. Number one, the first tip we have is believe in your idea and take action. The vision in your mind is not just an idea, it is the beginning of something great. Okay? The difference between a dream and reality is taking the action. Okay? Start where you are. We talk about that all the time. And what you have, and then trust the process. And I will just say that. And I will just say that. Start where you are and trust the process. Because anyway, that's number one. Tip number two, share your passion with others. And see, that is the big thing. Sharing your passion with others. Listen, sometimes we don't see the value in what we naturally love doing until someone else points it out. Talk about your ideas, share your work, and be open to feedback. The right people will push you to make the right decision. And that's what I'm saying, okay? Now, in my case, I've always taken pictures. I've always done craft things, and I've always doing something where I can make and sell or whatever. And so in my journey for custom creation, there was people along the way. I was doing pictures. I was actually manipulating pictures for people that I used to work with. And I would bring their pictures to them and I would do stuff and I would doctor them up and I'd make little art pieces with it and prints and invitations. And we were doing all of these things and so one day, one of my coworkers was like, "Why don't you get you a camera and just start taking pictures?" And I was like, "Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not interested in doing that. Y'all just keep bringing me what you have and I will remix it and stuff." So I was sharing already what I do. And I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of craft things. I've always shared because I give away the things that I enjoy making. I still do that to this day. And then in sharing that you meet people along the way who kind of just push you like my coworker. She was like, "Why don't you just get you a camera?" I was like, "Oh, no, no, no." Okay? Number three, be open to opportunities and growth. Okay. So, a hobby or passion can grow into a business when you're open to possibilities. I just was open, I guess. I just was open. I hear what she said, but I was like, no, 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 no. But as time went on, that what she told me, it kind of festered inside of me until I was just like, you know what? I do like take pictures. I do take pictures until I was ready to bust a move and do what it is that I felt like I wanted to do. So listen, be open to possibilities. Listen, whether it's taking on a first paid gig, expanding your skills, or learning how to market your craft, every step forward brings you closer to success. So, I mean, just do it. Just do it. There's, like I said, I was already manipulating pictures and people's pictures and stuff, and I was just doing it. I wasn't trained or anything like that. I just made it up. For real. I made it up. I made it up. Bring it to me. Oh, I'm playing around. And I'm playing around with something that somebody actually paid me for. I'm making art. I'm making all different stuff. Anyway, number four. Keep learning and improving. Ooh, we keep learning and improving. And that is what I'm saying. Even to this day, we're going to keep learning and improving. trends are changing, things are changing, technology is changing, and stuff like that, and you want to change with it. So listen, you don't have to have it all figured out when you start because when we're making it up, it's just a figment of your imagination. Okay? You really don't know how it's going to work out. And I got a funny story to tell you. I'm not going to tell it tonight, but I got another funny story to tell you on a project that I made that was, in hindsight, it was so ridiculous. Anyway, you learn as you grow, you embrace those mistakes, and you keep evolving. Every successful entrepreneur, business owner, whoever started somewhere. And with curiosity and your willingness to grow. Because it's you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow, you're gonna learn, and then you're gonna look back like, what? What was I doing? Why would I do that? But everything is a process of learning and growing. Number five, start before you feel 100% ready. Listen, if I come up with an idea in the next 10 minutes, I am not waiting at all. I am putting the pieces together and I am going to make something happen tonight. Okay? I am not one that is sitting there and waiting for 100% perfection or anything. I have an idea. I got to get this idea out. I got to see how it's going to look. That takes me to something else I'm working on. I'm working on, well, it's actually right here, and I can share it with you. I'm making me a denim purse. I don't know how it's gonna work out or anything like that, but it doesn't matter. When I had the idea to make it and do it, I'm doing it. So I went and grabbed me a bag. I went to the thrift store. I got me some jeans. I've been cutting up some jeans and stuff. Look at my bag. It's coming together. I'm still working on it, as you can see. This is not a part of the show, but guess what? It is a part of the show. But I didn't wait. I was inspired by um um a name brand bag. I've seen some online and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a purse. I'm gonna cut up some denim and jeans and I'm gonna make me a bag. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. This bag is coming out so nice. Okay? I'm not finished, but check it out, y'all. Check it out. So I got more to do. Anyway, back to the drawing board. Okay? Start before you feel 100% ready. Just start. Okay? If you got an idea, go ahead and make that thing happen. Perfection isn't required to get started at all. Get out of your own way. If you wait until you have it all figured out, you might not just move on the idea. That's for sure. You may never begin. So take the leap, do the work, and watch your imagination transform into something real. I'm telling you, Kustom Kreations was a figure of my imagination. It was just something I was doing, some crafting and different things like that, until it became real. I made it up. I make up stuff. I do it all the time. I'm constantly making up stuff. I got some stuff in me right now that I'm about to make up. And I suggest you do the same. So listen, let me run through these right quick again because I got so much in me that I'm thinking about as far as just my imagination or make believe. Man, we got to get back to that when we were children and how you just be make believe, man, cuz this stuff is real. Life is real and things can really really happen. Okay? So listen, tips for Tuesday, just my imagination, turning your ideas into reality. Tip number one, believing your idea and take action. Number two, share your passion with others. Number three, be open to opportunities and growth. Number four, keep learning and improving. And number five, start before you are 100% ready. I am your girl, Elisha, coming to you for another Tuesday night live tips for Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. And listen, if you are ready to take your life to the next level, this next level of make believe, check out our manifestation guide that we've just published. Our manifestation guide is available right now for download. Listen, start creating the life you want tonight. It is It is an electronic guide. Listen, it's $1.99. Check it out. You can put it on your tablet, your iPad, and listen, start writing out the life of your dreams tonight. Okay? We don't have to wait. Start tonight. So anyway, I'm your girl Alicia. Thank you so much for joining us again, once again for this Tuesday Night Live, and we will see you soon. As always, there's more to come. Talk to you.